Hello, everybody, and welcome to Local Edition. I'm your host, Ben McCain. Our guest is the mayor of Artesia, Victor Manalo. I want to call you Dr. Mayor because you also have your PhD. Do some of your constituents call you Dr. Mayor?
No, they don't. I think sometimes they get confused, not sure what to call me. So Victor is fine, but I will answer to any of them.
Newly elected mayor in Artesia. Yes. You do have your PhD in social studies from
social work
from
USC. Right.
And
right.
You were a professor at Los Angeles City College for
Cal State Los Angeles. Right.
Cal State Los Angeles for how many years?
I've been there since 2002.
Are you still on?
I am.
There?
Yeah, that's my full-time real job. So.
And I've heard people say this, that if you really want to get your education, you're serious about it, that's where you go to school.
Absolutely. Yes. We have many of my students are the first in their families to get a college education, and they're very driven. But they're very busy. They also work.
Yep.
As you know, with all the budget cuts we've been having that have impacted the universities, kids are having to work to fund their education. So they're very busy, but they're very driven.
As a person that did that, spending his own money to get an education, a lot of times you appreciate it a little more.
That's right. That's right. And I think that's the great thing about being there, is that I know that they're really there to get something out of it, and that really helps them to be engaged in their learning.
As a professor with a PhD, why did you want to get into city politics, newly elected as mayor of Artesia?
Right. Well, it really stems from my own values in my professional life as a social worker, and I always felt like I wanted to contribute to the community. And I spent my professional career helping a variety of different people in very difficult situations, and child abuse and neglect and poverty, and I felt like I really wanted to make some contributions in my own community where I lived, and I felt this was a good way to do it.
And you are really high on revitalizing downtown Artesia. Tell us why.
Absolutely. As you know, especially with the recent economic downturn we've had in this country, it's really hit a lot of cities and localities very, very hard. And one of the things that we're confronting in the city of Artesia is that we're very highly reliant on sales tax. And of course, when you're in a recession and you're highly reliant on sales tax, that means your revenue is very impacted negatively. So we're losing some revenue in the city. And a few years ago, we were able to secure some redevelopment funds. So we're going to spend a lot of money trying to improve our downtown area so that we can attract more people to come down and shop and to eat and to have a good time. And we're hoping we'll have all this done by the time we get out of our recession. People will be ready to come downtown and start shopping and eating and having a good time.
Mayor Manalo, we are in Hollywood, and let's talk about the Artesia Water Tower. I find this interesting. It's a recognizable landmark for one big film. So tell us about that.
Right. It was featured in one of the Friday the 13th
yes, right.
movies. And it seems to be one of those cult classics that the kids love to watch. I'm not much into horror films myself, but it is a great scene in the water tower.
But it is a claim to fame for the city of Artesia
yes,
from 1991,
yes,
and that film will live on. Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Dead.
Right.
Also on an episode of My Name is Earl.
That's right.
Now, is that something that you, as mayor, you encourage for people to come in and film in your city?
Of course, we're looking for any type of revenue and exposure we can get in the city, and again with this. With our water tower, we're trying to, emphasize what we have in the city and emphasize the positives and the strengths that we have, so we can, show off what we have.
Mayor Victor Manalo, thank you very much for stopping by. We wish you great success in the city. And thank you folks at home for watching. I'm your host, Ben McCain. HLN will continue after these messages. Don't go away.